Hello everyone, and welcome back to a game night at A Valiant Endeavor. Tonight, I'm going to run through a solo game called Under Falling Skies. It's a very enjoyable solo game. You could play it two-player, cooperatively placing dice, but it really is just a solo dice placement under a heavily timed situation. So this is what it's called, Under Falling Skies. It's by CGE Games. And I really like the tagline here. I'm going to remove the book here for a second. It says, "We don't know what they are. We don't know where they came from. We don't know why they are attacking. All we know is that they are here. We must find a way to stop them, and time is running out." So this game is kind of a table hog. As you can see, I've got it laid out here. It should be all one length, but you wouldn't be able to see everything on the board. So I've got these separated. So these down here are your laboratories, and they're actually underneath the bedrock of Roswell. This is the demo game. This is the intro game to teach you the basics of the game. And I'm not going to spoil anything. There are 2 scenarios and 2 campaigns you can play. You can pick out some characters that have special abilities and in different sites you can be fighting at, like Washington, D.C., and I think New York City and a few other ones. But those are campaign. I'm not going to ruin those for you. This is just the intro game where you learn to play the game, but it's a very fun game. I've played this a couple of times, just the intro game, because it's a lot of fun. So it's a dice placement game, which if you're not familiar with board game parlance, basically we're going to roll these dice, and the values they have will be placed somewhere in here. Now normally this would be below here, and you would be able to see them, but we're going to translate it a little bit, but it'll work the same. You're going to place them in here, and they'll do things during the turn, and they'll also activate these the aliens up here. The aliens, this is the mothership, and these are the spacecraft that will be going down, and sometimes you can get some of these clear ones or special ones that can come up throughout the game. So to win the game, we have to get this green button all the way to the top. This is our research track, and we have to get these research track all the way to the top before the mothership goes all the way down. These are, you can see, barely squares here. It'll slide down as it starts to move, and if it ever gets down to here, we lose the game. Or if the wound track, which starts up here on the A track, goes down to the skull, we will lose the game also. And how you get wounded is these ships will fly down during the turn, and if they ever get to the base here, they do damage, to 1 damage for each ship that gets here. And if we ever get down to here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 7 wounds effectively. And so what we'll be doing is each of these rooms have special abilities we'll be trying to attack and use, and activate and use. So the game is pretty straightforward once you get going into it. We're going to roll these dice. Every turn is basically you roll the dice, place the dice on these things, and as you're placing dice, the column that the dice is placed in, now each column can only have 1 die. When you place the die, it activates the ship the ships that are on there, and they will move down the value of the pips on the die. So you'll notice here that there's 2 white and 3 gray dice. When you place the gray dice, you just do the action that you're doing. You do the placement of dice, and you move the ships as you need to, and they activate the abilities here as they land, and we'll go through that as we do. We'll step through a round real quick, but I was going to show you what happens. But you can also, when you get done with all of that, you do the rooms phase, which is you're activating all these rooms here. And you're right now, I only have access to these rooms right now. You can activate this excavator, which you're actually building out rooms. You go down there's a small path you can see here that you go down, and you come over to here. And as you open up more rooms, they give you more powers. And we'll go through the rooms as we go do it, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I play. So let me just start the turn. And then after the room phase, then the mothership phase moves, and there's some small things it does. It's pretty straightforward. This game is very, there's some luck to it, but I also think it's very much about planning your turns as close as you can to getting as much maximum out of placing your pips and doing stuff. And I'll explain some of that as we go. So the only thing you have to remember is the gray dice, as you place them, you just do what you need to do. The white dice are a little special. This is kind of a randomizer. I think is neat in the game because it's hard. You can't plan out your turn all the way. Anytime you place a white die on the board, you have to take all your remaining dice and roll them. So that means that you don't, their values may change as you go along. And sometimes it helps, sometimes it hurts. So sometimes you have to be questioned, do I place a white die and then I roll, get some better values and stuff? So we'll see how it goes. If you place the white die last, so there's 5 columns, you're going to place a die in each column. And so if you ever place a white die last, nothing happens. It just stays. So I'm going to start the turn. There's really no turn marker. The timer in the game is this ship is going to move down, the mothership, and also your wound tracker. So you basically have that much time to do it. So I'm going to roll these dice, and hopefully you can see them. So, and these values are what's important for later. So, I really want to get excavating because you need some of these things. Though there's 4 types of, there's 1, 2, 3, really only 3 types of rooms right now. 4, if you count the gun ports, and we'll talk about those in a second. This is for attacking your alien ships up here. You can't hurt the mothership, but you can hurt the spaceships. This is for research. The green is for research, and the yellow is for your energy. And energy is right here. And that's important because you have to use energy to activate your rooms and do some other stuff for, like, move the excavator and stuff. So, and then these are the gun turrets that you help keep moving, and I'll show you how that works. So I really want to get this room excavated because you're going to need these later. So I'm going to place this 4. So I have to place it right here. So when I place this, when we do the excavation, it's going to move. It'll move the number of spaces up to the maximum of this die. So if I had a 5 here, I could actually place this right here, and it would move here, and then it would have enough. So, but I don't have enough to go there because this is 1. This counts as 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th space. So it has to only go there. So I'm going to place that there. Now, I've placed this column 4. So this ship here in this column, if you would think about it translated, that this column would be on that spot. This is going to move 4 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now it is on a 2 space, this explosion space. So whenever it lands, we do the actions on this board. And right now, this is an explosion space. So if we can somehow activate the fighter pilots with a high value, they'll kill anything with a value on these explosions that are that value -1. So if we put a 3 there, like this gray 3, anything on a 2 value or less would get destroyed, any of these red ships and the white ships. The mothership is untouchable. So right now, that's done. The next step is I need to place more dice. Generating energy is really nice, but I can't put energy there because you can only have stuff in each column. I do have start with 2 energy, and we start with 0 on this thing. Now, how the research track works is as you place stuff in here, the value for this tells you how much research value on the pips you need to move up this track, and we'll go through that. You can actually move up multiple times if you get a high value. Of course, using that takes 2 energy, which we only have 2 right now, so I don't want to spend it because we really want to use the energy to move this to get some more space in here. So these double value rooms, they only activate if you have both dice active in there. And so this would give me energy, but it's a value of -3. You sum the dice together and it would be at -3. So what I want to do, and you don't have to activate a room if you don't want to. If you place a die there, all it does is activate a ship. So I'm going to put, I don't think we have enough for research right now. I'm going to place, I don't have enough for that. Yeah, let's do that. I want to re-roll these dice. So I'm going to push this 2 there. Now, I've placed it on this column, which is the 2nd column. This is going to move down 2. So he moves 2, so he lands here. So this arrow tells me to shift this over here. So he's actually moved over. Okay, so we're done with that action. So now I've placed a white dice, so I got to roll these dice. Oh, that's much better. Okay. So. Oh, okay, cool. That is going to be there. So I'm going to place this gray 6 right here. And that is going to move this one down 6. I need to get some energy, so I'm building up energy in that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's nothing there that just stays there. Then I need to I would like to get a lot of energy. You can only have a maximum of 7 energy, so building a lot more than that, I need 5, and I would max out, but I'm going to have to spend some to activate some things. So, yeah, I'll do that. That'll actually... Now, I can't place there because there's a column here. I can't place here. I can place here, and I can place here. So what I think I'm going to do... I was going to get 6. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to place this guy here, which activates this column, which is this one over. He's going to move 3 spaces. So 1, 2, 3. So that's a blank, so he just stays there. Nothing happens on that space. And then I'm going to place... Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to place this here. Now, this is a gun port. So it's the ships move at a value of the dice value minus 1. So it's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's right there. All right. So now we're done with the dice placement. Now we do room phase. Now, result of the rooms can be done in any order you want. So what I want to do is I can activate this guy, because I'm going to activate the excavator. It takes an energy to activate, so I'm going to activate him for 1. He's going to go all the way down where the dice was. So now these rooms are open to me. The room where the excavator's at is not open. It's still just empty, but it's a place where he can stay. So I spent 1 energy. I'm going to generate some energy. So I'm going to generate a 9, but it's minus 3 to the value, so it's going to generate 6. I'm going to go up to 7 energy, which is really good. And so these go away. I don't have enough. These don't do anything except for they just move the ships down. It allows you an empty space to place things. And then this one I choose, I don't have, it won't do any good because I need a value of 3 or more to get past the space. So I am not going to spend it, and I'm not going to even activate it, so I don't spend any energy. But it's just kind of a waste of a turn in effect. But first turn usually is kind of weird. You're kind of playing around. I didn't roll really good on the first roll, but that's okay. We're on the way there. That's it. So the excavator does not take up a space in the sense of like it counts as a die or anything, so I could place something now here. So it's time to roll again. So here we go. That's pretty good. So what I need to do is I need to start generating some stuff. I don't really need energy as much, but I'd like to shoot some ships down if possible. Let's see. I don't have a 3. So on this column would be there. Oh, I got to move. I'm sorry. Then I got to do, before we roll those, I'm going to do the mothership space. So it moves down 1. Now, the mothership moves, and it does anything on this arrow. Now, the only time it activates this space is if it moves on the mothership phase. There are ways to move the mothership down before that. It doesn't activate these spaces, which is good because it lets you get past some bad stuff on this track. I'm not really worried about the clear guy, so we may have to spawn, or not spawn them, but they have to be placed spawning. Yeah, they spawn ships. So spawning ships has a specific rules. It basically goes to the place that's the empty first. So that's empty column, so it goes there. So now there's another ship. So now we have, instead of 5, we have 6 ships to worry about. So now we're into this phase. Sorry, I jumped ahead and forgot about the mothership phase, which is important because that's a huge timer, and it will, it's very intense. So sometimes you want to kind of move the ship. You play dice placement to move these ships around to kind of help you ignore some of these things. Like if I played this and it moves, it's going to move the excavator back 2 spaces. Now I may not care. I may want to go and do a high move for the excavator, so I don't care. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could put the 6 here. We need some of these high-value research zones for later on in the game, because you can't combine. So if I did these 2, I couldn't combine these values. Now I can combine these values to go past higher numbers, and you can combine these, but you can't combine individual research rooms. But I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to move, but that's going to move him down a lot. So if I put it here, so it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I put it here, this is going to move down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll actually shift down, which actually is pretty good, because then I don't have to worry about that, but it's going to be awful close. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to push this here, which translates to this column here. So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you had multiple ships in a column, what you'll see here, they move simultaneously, and you do each thing individually. So we'll do that as we go. So I place that there. And so he lands here, which means the mothership moves. So the mothership's going to shift down 1, which during this phase, it doesn't activate these side things. So I'm going to bypass that. But also, any ship it hits, it just takes and puts up into the spawning area for now. All right, so what do I need to do now? I need to generate any energy, but I think I need to start doing some major research. So I can do that. I'm going to put this here, so that's available because this column's not used yet. So that's going to be a 5 on there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's fine. I don't like the 1. I would actually like to generate okay, we'll do that. I'm going to place nothing is on explosives, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this here. Yeah, we'll do that. So now that's a white die. Well, first off, we're going to do the move. So this is second column. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. So we're going to shift this guy down here. So he landed on a move mothership, so it drops, but it doesn't activate and get a white one because this is not during the mothership move phase. Now, since I placed a white die, I got to roll these. 3 and a 1. So what I think I will do, I'm not going to have enough to kill him. Okay, well, so I have this column to use and this column. Okay, I'll do that. So I'm going to place this here, and I don't really want to spin. I can't do that. So let's go here. So we do. So these are gun turrets, and they will drop the ship down so many pips -1 on the die value. So it's going to be 0. So he's not going to move, which is okay. And then I'm going to place this guy here, which is going to drop it by 2. So he's going to go 1, 2. All right, we're done. So now we do rooms phase. I'm going to activate the excavator. So I'm going to move it up 1. It takes a power to activate. He's going to go down to here. So now we have all these rooms open and that one. Then we're going to do... Okay, that's good. I can do these in any order. Now these clear because I don't do anything during this phase. I'm going to do this one first. It takes 2 energy, which I'm going to go to 4. And it gives me 4 research points. So up here, I can't combine dice from multiple rooms unless it's like a single zone. But I have 4 research points. So I can go 3 and then 1. So I've moved that up. So it's done. Here, this takes an energy to activate. It takes 3. This activates, but it does -1 on the die value. So it's going to do 4, but look at this, 3 and 1. So I've actually researched a couple of points, which is really good. So then we go to the mothership phase. It shifts down. It takes this guy up, moves down. Now it goes to a blank space, so it's not going to do anything. So then we reset these guys to spawn. So we go to the blank spaces first, and there's no other blank. Then we go to the column that has the lowest on the track. And if they're equal, so this one's the lowest, I'm going to put it right there. So there we are. So now we're ready for next turn. Now we get to roll dice. Oh, that was... All right, let's see what we can do here. Now, I've got... Yeah. See, this one's a pretty good room to open up. So the next thing it's going to move down to, if it moves anywhere, is going to give another clear ship. When they come and hit the base, all the ships will just respawn up here, including the clear ones. If you ever shoot a clear one down, it goes away, where the red ones just go back up in here. So if you can shoot clear ones down, it's actually a good idea. But like you're trying to, do you want to spend time shooting stuff down? You got to kind of plan it where they can land. So, but I think what we need to do, we got 3 energy and we have some research. And we've opened this all up, which is pretty good. So this is cool. This is a -1 to research value, but it doesn't take any energy to do. So what I can do, is there anything here that I want to do for, this is the column of this right here. If I do that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you don't, even if it's a -1, it only takes, the ships always move the value of the pips, no matter what value shows, except for up here on those. Now there may be some more boards that do things differently, but this is just the intro game. Yeah, that takes 2 energy. So I want to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll do that. I think I will do that instead. I'm going to move this guy down to here. So that's a 5 value. Now this counts as a space. It can move to here. It just doesn't do anything. So that's a 5. So this is going to move 5 spaces. So it comes off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it ends there. That's pretty good. So then I placed a white dice, so I re-roll everything, which is I kind of wanted to do anyway. Okay, that's not too bad. All 5s, wow. So, I think I will need some energy, but can I get some of these to land? So if I landed here, that's going to hit me. Oh wow, that's not very good. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to activate I'm going to activate this. Place this here. No, I'm going to, yeah, that's a research there. That's available. And it takes 2. So I'm going to move this guy 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it moves this guy down again. So remember, it doesn't activate when it moves during this phase. So it would have brought another white ship out. Now I've got to somehow, it's going to move that back one, which I don't really care right now, but we'll worry about that later. So I placed a white die. I get to re-roll. Wow. Okay. Very good. I need energy bad. That's empty. That's used. Okay. The only one left available would be here. Okay. Well, placing too much energy is not really worth it. But you can spend energy. Okay, that's actually good. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a hit here, but I think it's worth it. So I'm going to place... Yeah, we'll do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm going to place this here. And it's going to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it hits this arrow. It's going to shift over to here. Then I'm going to place... Oh, it's going to hit me. I could have done that first. So if I move this back, I'm not going to place that one first. I'm going to place this one here, which moves this down to 1, 2. I'm sorry, I want to place a 6 there, which would make it 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Just trying to remember what my plan was. So then I place the 6 here, which would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would do that. But see, it doesn't move now. Since I'm sure, did I put it right there? Yeah, because I moved that down here. Right. All right. Then I'm going to move 3. Put this here. Oops. Oh yeah, there's no other die on there. So these go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And they shift like this. Ooh, it's getting close. All right. So now we go to the activating rooms. I'm going to spend an energy to move the dude here. I'm going to spend 2 energy to activate this room, which gives me a 5 value, which lets me move up to here. This can go away. And then I activate this to get 6. It's the value -3, so I'm going to be at 6 energy right there. All right, so now this moves down. He moves back up, which is okay, because now I've got some better activity right here. Oh, I'm going to get hit pretty bad here if I'm not careful. All right, so, oh, there's no generation because there's no ships, and they're all on the board, so that's fine. So actually, that's a free space to place something. Okay, let's see what we can get. Oh, okay. Maybe I can turn some of this around. Okay, I'm going to do that. This may be a turn of just cleanup right now. I'm going to place this guy here, which activates this column. There's no column there. And then I'm going to okay, that's actually good. I'm going to play this guy here, which that's kind of a waste. Can I put it someplace where I can use it? Well, I really need to kill that guy. Okay, actually, I may take a hit just for the team here. All right, so I'm going to put that guy there. He's going to move here and here. Nothing happens. They're sitting there. I'm going to place... 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place this 4 right there. Now, it activates this column, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. He comes down 1, 2, it hits. I take a damage, but it goes back up to the spawn point. All right, and then I placed a white dice. I have to roll these 2. So I got a 1 and a 5. So what columns are available to me now are this and this, or these 2. So the question is, I already have a good hit there. I may do that. I'm going to place this guy here. Oh, wait, no. That's 4, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to place this guy here. It's going to move this guy down 4 because it's a -1 movement to there. And then since I didn't play this, I'm going to play this here, which gives him to move 1. Okay, cool. All right. So now we're in the activation phase. I have plenty of energy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to activate the fighter pilots. Now they take 2 energy to activate on that space, so it's there. So the value of 6, every ship that's on exploding space that's a value of 6 or less gets destroyed. So I'm going to destroy this one, destroy this one, destroy this one, and destroy this one. And the white one, or the clear one, goes to the pool over here, and then the red ones come back to spawn. So that goes away. This one goes away because it doesn't do anything. I'm not doing anything with him. So I'm going to get 5 off of this, but it takes 2 energy. So I'm going to do 1, 2. And it's going to move this up 3 and 2. And of course, this one I'm not going to activate because it doesn't do me any good because I can't. Oh, I can though. I could spend 2, go to 0 energy, but I would get 1 more space. Okay, let's do it. Because that's the whole point. So I'm going to spend 2, do 1, and I'm going to go right up to here. So we are cranking along. So now actually, that's good we did that. So now we do the mothership phase. It does this. Now we're on this space, so it actually drops our research value by 1. So it goes down to here. So we did lose a research pip, but it's a low value, which is good. We didn't get up to 6 and lose it, which is good. All right. So then we spawn. So we spawn back for places that have empty. So that's, since we only have red ones, it's going to be all these empty spaces here. So these are where they spawn. And that one's still out there. So now we're ready for the next phase. Mothership, now we're back to the top of the round. So we rolled that. Make sure you can see the dice. All right, so I don't have any energy. I've got to get some energy, but I can also see if I can destroy another ship or two. I can place that there, but he would move 4. Okay, I like that. I'm going to place this guy here. Oh, that's not going to do any damage. That's a 6, though. Okay, let's do that instead. Yeah, okay. I don't think I need this. Oh, yeah, no, yeah. That would not be a good idea. No, I don't want to land there. Okay, so I'm trying to look at, what I'm looking at is where these are going to land. I'm trying to land them on places I can destroy them, but I also don't want to forget my mission, which is to research. But I need energy too. Let's do that. Yeah. I'm going to place this guy here. So this research will be 4, but it gets a 5 when I need it, because it's a +1 to that. But this is going to move him 4 pips. 1. Oh, do I want to do that, though? Because it's going to move that mothership down 1. Actually, I don't mind the mothership moving at that phase because it's there. So let's do this instead. Let's generate some energy. I don't need that space. Okay, we'll do that. We'll put that there. That's going to generate energy of 4. He's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I'm going to I need to place. Okay. I need to re-roll these dice, so I need to place a 1 somewhere. Or I need to place a white one. But I don't want to take up space. That's a good research spot, though. And I may have to use this energy spot here. That's a -1. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. I'm going to put... That's going to move down 2 or 1. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this guy here, which is a value. It moves down -1, so he's going to move to there. Be done with that. So now I get to re-roll these dice because I placed a white die. Okay, that's much better. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to place this guy here to get some research. I may not get much research done this week, but we'll see. So it's going to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which if it would land and move, it can't push another ship, so it would just stay there. It would be moving this direction, but there's a ship already there. And so I have, what columns do I have left? I have this outside column. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah. Oh, if I can only destroy that thing. Okay, let's see what we get. I don't want to place that 4. So I'm going to place this here, so which is on the white, and that's not being used. He's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to re-roll this because a 1. Excellent. So I don't think I really want that guy to move. And I really can't use anything in this column. I can use the ship, but nothing's on a 1, and it doesn't do any good. So I'm going to put him up here, which means he moves 0 because it's a -1 to the pip die. So he's not going to move anywhere, which is great. Okay, now we go to dice. So I'm going to redo this one. So I'm going to get 4 power for that. These can go away because they don't do anything. Yeah, I'm going to have to waste this die, but that's okay because I'm going to spend 1 energy to activate this room, which gets a 4 value, but I can only go up to here because I need to I would need a combined of, I need something to go past 6, which is good because look at this. I have 2 power, I got a value of 6, so I go up to here. So then we move the mothership down 1, which he absorbs that. There's nothing in this row, so we're good. So he's going to go here, and he's going to respawn to here. And we're back to the top of the round of rolling dice. Okay, so now I think we need to look at trying to destroy. So we need a 1, 3. So we really 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I don't want to waste that on that. I need to generate some energy. This is a +1. If I place something there, I can take a hit. But if I put a 3 there, that's actually really good. I'm going to do that. I'm going to place this right here. It's going to generate 4 power, but only moves this ship 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So I need to get some way to roll a die. And get a 6 value. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, okay, that's not going to be good. But maybe I can do it. That's a 5, okay. Let's do it this way. I need to generate energy. I need to generate some research. Yeah. All right. This one, I do have that. I do have that. I need to re-roll this die. All right, so we'll do that. Seems like kind of a waste, but I think I can do it that way. Place that there. He's going to move 1, move the mothership down 1. And since it's moving through this phase, it doesn't activate that, which is great. So I'm going to re-roll these because I placed a white die. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Huh. Can I move? I need a value of 5 or more to destroy stuff because he's on a 5. I need to research, but I think right now the most important thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do that. Yeah. I'm generating energy. I'm generating 4. I'm going to place this guy here, which is going to generate -1, but it's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take a hit. Okay, I can do that. All right, so I'm going to, I'll take 1 hit. So I'm going to place this guy here in the fighter ships. Yeah, we'll do that. So it's going to take a power, but he's going to move 6. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits me, goes up to the mothership, and I take a point of damage. Or the thing does. And then I need to move him -1 less. And so is that one. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to waste them. I'm just going to get rid of these because I need to get rid of these. So that column is available. So I'm going to move 3. You're going to move only 2. And then I'm going to put this guy here, which is available. And he's going to go -1 of the pips, so it's going to move 3. Okay, so good. Okay. So then we go to the activating rooms. I'm going to get power 4. Can I activate one before I waste? It's not going to waste it. As long as you don't go above. So I'm going to go 5 for this. These go away. I'm going to activate this for 1 power. And it's going to do 5 damage because it's a -1 to the pip. So it's going to destroy this one, and this one. Okay, cool. Get some breathing room, but that mothership is really close. We got to start researching. And I did that one. And then this one I'm not going to choose not to do. All right. Oh, and the mothership moves. Goes to here. I am really close to So it's going to go, you place the reds first is what they say. And these are all here. And then there's no other empty space. Well, there is. So he's going to go here. Okay. That's how we do this. All right. I got to start researching. I got, he may not have to, it will move twice. I got 2 turns to get some research done. I may not make it, but we'll see what we can do. That one is not right. I got some researching to do. I may not be able to make this one, but we'll see. I've seen desperate times like this before. All right. So we need to generate some research values. I have 4 energy right now. So I need to generate, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to generate, so one of those +1, no, that's a -1. That one's free, but it generates one at -1. Oh man, I didn't need to, I needed more than that value. All right, let's do this. I don't want to move the ship down. I need that. That one I can probably give up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place this here, which means that value, that ship doesn't move, and then I get to re-roll everything, which is what I need some high values here. Oh my gosh. We may not be able to do this. I'm not going to combine with that. Like that. So I'm going to put this here. He doesn't move. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to do the white one again. Doesn't move. It's a -1. I'm going to re-roll these. Hopefully I can get some high values. 5 is good. I can do that. One, two. It's going to hit me. I can come. Oh, did I already place there? Column. Oh, that's 2 energy. All right, well, let's see if I can do this. Oops. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's 3. That's going to move. Nothing's on that column, so that one's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to place, this guy here, which will go move the 4th column 2. And I'm going to place this one right over here, which is going to move these 3. 1, 2, 3. These are here. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to move over. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he didn't shift anything down, which is great. So I'm going to go to the activation. These can go away. I'm going to activate this one for energy. It does -1 to the pip value, so I'm going to move this up 1. This one takes an energy. It does a value 3, so I'm going to go there. And I'm going to spend 2 to do this 5th one, so he's up to 5. All right, so we move this guy down 1 for the mothership phase. We may not be able to make it. We got to get 11 research and not take a lot of damage. I need 14 research and energy. I don't think I can make it, but let's see what we do. That's actually not a bad roll. So I need to generate some energy. And so the only one, I need a 1, 3, and 11. So I need to keep these clear. Let's see. I can't have him move down. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this guy right here, a 5. I can do that. Let me re-roll because everything else is moot right now. So that's there. So this is going to move these down 5. So I take a point of damage for that guy. I take a point of damage for that. It's okay. We can take the damage for now. We just can't move the mothership. All right, so I placed a white die. I need a 6. Oh, no. Not good. Okay, so I need place this white die. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay, I can do that. That's a free one. He's going to move 2. He bypasses that, which is good. Now I'm going to re-roll these. Come on, I need a 6. And the rest are going to have to generate energy. Oh, no. This may not be good. Because there's no more re-rolls. And I need to generate 1, 2. Yeah. Well, no, I can't do it. I needed a 6. We'll see what we do. All right. So I'm going to place this guy here for 3, which is this column, which moves down, and I take a hit. One more hit, which goes up here. And then that column. No, already placed there. Can't place there. Sorry. That's 3. I can't place there. I can place here, but I'll take one more hit. Yeah. I mean, it's going to have 1, 2. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think it matters anyway. Well, I'm going to have to do that. I'll place him here, which the white one's going to come down and hit me for 1 more. And finally, I have to place in that column, which the only thing I really can do to keep it from getting crazy is to go -1 on that center column. Because if I hit there, the game's over. I think the game's over anyway. But let's see what we do. Well, yeah, because it's going to move that down and it's into the life. So it comes down to here. It moves 4, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's a -1. And then we activate our spaces, which I don't think we can do anything with. So we'll do power first. We'll get 4. I will spend the energy for 1 to get 5 research. So I'm going to go to here and see I'm at 11. If I had a 6, I had enough energy to generate that. And it would have been enough. This goes away. Yeah, and this doesn't matter. It's a -1, and it doesn't really matter on that. So, and then I can't spin that. I choose not to. And then he comes down and hits the skull, and that is the end of the game. So that is a playthrough of Under Falling Skies. You can see it. I really like this game. It's a fun dice placement, you know, trying to solve the puzzle, and it changes all the time because, of course, you get dice value. You know what these are going to be, but you have to kind of decide where you want to place points. The ships coming in, trying to destroy stuff. I think I've won twice, and this is like my 3rd loss out of playing it. But I really enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun. If you have a chance to check it out, I recommend it. Like I said, this is the intro game. There are 2 scenarios in here, 2 they're kind of like Legacy. You play through, you don't mark up anything, so you could play through them again if you want. But once you kind of play through them, you don't know what's going on, but you can still play the scenarios. And it's a lot of fun. They have a good FAQ on Board Game Geek if you want to go out there. Answers a few questions. There really isn't that much to question, but there are a few things that it does clear up a little bit. But anyway, as you can see, that's what Under Falling Skies is all about. I appreciate you guys watching. And next week we should jump back into the see what our adventurers are doing in the world of Nereus. I just figured I'd be kind of rotating back and forth between games and RPG sessions. And I've been wanting to play this one again for a while. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. And if you have any comments or something, please post it on the YouTube comments section. And I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a good evening.